Next up is timing. Now this is a big one and actually can show a lot of results early on without any kind of foothold in the competitive market, so to speak. Now what I mean by timing is, say for instance a new product is released, like the new iPhone. If somebody gets a copy or gets their hands on a iPhone before anybody else, starts videotaping it, puts that up on YouTube, of course there might be some kind of NDA, non-disclosure agreement or something along those lines that forces YouTube's hand to take it down, or a cease and desist or something along those lines. But if you manage to get that video out before anybody else, you're gonna get a ton of views regardless of your subscriber count. And that it's not just phones, it can be early video game access, something released in the video game that hasn't been seen by other people or nobody else has access to, if you have some kind of insider there. Of course, this all just kind of relies on your contacts in a way, because you're not going to be able to get access to the early video games or the early iPhone or the early shoes or whatever you plan on doing without any kind of contacts. So you do have to have some kind of contacts, or I guess shell out the money for access to these things. But it definitely is worth it if you can somehow do it or somehow pull it off, because your YouTube channel will see an influx of viewers if people come and check out and watch your video. If you start to get, I don't know, thousands upon thousands of views or even millions of views, if you're fortunate enough for that, people will stick around because they know, since you put this video out, if you put this access or this early access video out, that you might have potential future early access videos to put out. So they will stick around, they will like the video, and yeah, so timing is a lot of things. Even if it's not an early access thing, if everybody gets access to the same thing at the same time, if you're the first out the gate, you will see a huge influx of views. And that's how I got started. That's how a lot of people got started. They put out a video before anybody else. Now it's a pretty big arms race nowadays. There's a lot of people competing, but if you manage to get your video out before other people, if say the iPhone releases on street date, everybody gets it at the same time. If you're still the first one to get the video out, you will be rewarded for your early, I guess, video. So it's not just the early access. It can just be just on release dates, etc., something like that. Or say, for instance, not even a product. If it's just news, a piece of news that you have that nobody else has, if you publish that on your YouTube channel, release that before anybody else, you will see, like I said, you will be rewarded for your earliness. And yeah, so timing is perfect, or timing, a lot of YouTube is timing, and if your timing is perfect, you will see results. So